Remember this day, man, for it will be yours for all time. We have shown them that a trembling hand can become a fist. We have challenged the idea that a slave must always know his place, excepting Rodden Lash because he was taught to accept it. We built their mighty republic with our hands and our blood and our lives. And we can see it fall at equal cost. You opened my eyes to this, Spartacus. What lies beneath your feet? Sacred grounds, watered with tears of blood. Shall we begin? Shall we begin? Shall we begin?
Y'all gonna see all kinds of shit today. You're gonna see me spitting the truth, telling the entire story, which I would not have done if the smear campaign hadn't started. You are gonna see Walton flying at his best. You're gonna see me owning my shit. You're gonna see me being real. You're going to see the opposite of a narcissist or toxic person. You're going to see the opposite of someone who needs to lie and bullshit and take a bunch of drugs in order to tell their version of events, which doesn't make sense because they're all over the place. You're gonna see a person tell you exactly how to deal with an overt and a covert narcissist. Borderline don't sound right. We're going to talk about overt, covert narcissists today. We're going to talk about what happens when they get back together, when they get together, all the damage that takes place, the flying monkeys, the lies, the smear campaigns. We're going to talk about this because this is necessary. Hail the chat. It is, guys, I know that all of you, basically, well, all of you, some of you lurking out there, you commit the smear campaigns. And hey, howdy to all the narcissists that are watching. You don't affect me, boo. I monetize that ass. Thank you to all my fellow survivors and thrivers from narcissistic abuse out there. You very well understand what happens when a smear campaign comes at you. That is when, now the narcissist or toxic person already knows that they're wrong, already knows they're playing games, already has this lined up, son. And so they got planned. They set the stage before the first smear campaign even begins. They set the stage by telling lies with projections, saying things about you that aren't true. And then when you start to crack and you start to show your weaknesses, you start getting emotionally unregulated, trauma bonded, when you're just like dealing with this crazy heinous shit from a person who has no fucking morals, what happens? Well, you start acting different. You start acting, especially if you're exchanging sacred energy with somebody who is having sex with half of fucking Delaware County and Delaware, all the nastiest, grimiest, drug dealingest, dirtbag people they possibly can in order to siphon funds. This is what happens. You exchange energy with somebody nasty, somebody dark, somebody who's a liar, somebody who lives in cognitive dissonance, someone who is constantly playing a game with others. Well, you start to act crazy. You take on their energy. You take on you're exchanging it through your base chakra. This is the root, right? What do? They point the finger and they say, look at the way they're acting. I told you they're crazy. I told you they're acting this way. And it all turns into a vicious cycle. I was in that cycle year 1, part of year 2. Year 3, I tried to be cool. And then just recently, I was approached more than once in the last few months, more than once by somebody who said, I'm going no contact with you. He's really the narcissist. The same person that has set up the stage with all their own friends, flying monkeys, toxic people, whatever you want to call them, already set the stage up with them, that they're not going to talk to me, that they have the power, they're not sleeping with me, they're not coming around. Well, guess what? Yeah, they were, boo. And I'm going to tell everybody this straight up. Said this to Immortal Coil last night. To all my friends and everyone who still even cares about this damn event. And I understand if you don't. You don't care no more. Yes, she has been around a hell of a lot more than I have ever admitted. A hell of a lot more. Because it got to a point where I couldn't say anything to y'all. I couldn't say anything to my friends. I especially didn't want to say anything while I'm building this channel. That, yeah, I'm letting BPD, covert narc, whatever she is, back in. All right? With promises of love and pussy. Yes, this has happened a lot. And she can't say it to her friends because, well, listen, this is actually a double sword here. Because she can't say it to her friends because she's setting up the stage like, I'm powerful. I don't see him. He's the one that chases me. With the exceptions of once in the last 2 years, I have gone to her residence, wherever she is staying, once, and that was for a birthday for a mutual friend. Listen, we're going to get into it because there was a live stream. There was a smear campaign put out, another smear campaign. We're going to go through this whole thing. Another smear campaign that was put out full of lies and bullshit, talking about brass knuckles. I didn't watch it. I got the highlights. I got the highlights from my homies. Brass knuckles. I'm an awful writer. Anything you could possibly use to hurt some or attempt to hurt somebody. Because, honey, I don't give a shit what you think. We do not pass on pain. We do not tell lies. Lies you tell. Lies you constantly tell. That's why I still use lies you tell. Because not only did I make that meme for you, but lies you tell all the time. There is no excuse for being hit. There's no defending somebody who hits you. There's no defending somebody who cheats on you. There's no defending any of that of you. There's no defending getting online and having to spread lies and tell stories and make up things because you have to defend your bullshit narrative. Today, we're going to talk about it all. We're going to be the truth. And the difference between a person who has to put me on their thumbnail because that's the only way you can get attention is through me. The only way that you can get anybody to realize is waving your hands at a retard pointing at Steve Walton. That's all you got because nobody gives a shit what you say. Let me tell you something, honey. Remember when you came over here? Was it, I don't know, the eighth to last time? It was sometime in the last couple months, and you said, everybody knows he lies. You were talking about your narcissist, your woman beater. Everybody knows he lies, but they just accept it. Let me tell you something, sweetheart. That's how everybody looks at you. Everyone knows you're lying. Everyone who talks to you understands what comes out of your mouth is a lie. It is not real. It is not the truth. And the very fact that you want to talk about narcissistic, I have managed to talk about these entire events over the last several shows. I've been able to talk about this without using your name, without using his name. No finger. The only time his name was brought up was when he came into my chat. Like an idiot. That's it. Y'all want to keep this going. Y'all want to keep waving. Y'all want to keep this trauma, this bullshit going. Y'all want to keep this alive. Not me. I don't give a shit. But you need to say my name. You need to say my name, put out emails, put out voicemails, put out that, put my name up on the thumbnail, put my face up on a thumbnail. That's what you have to do because they understand that Steve Walton is truth. Right, wrong, or indifferent. I'm going to tell you how I see it. I'm going to tell you the facts of the matter. I'm going to explain to you what exactly went on. And when I discover I'm wrong, I do say I'm wrong. When I discover I've been bad, I own up to my shit because I'm a growing and evolving person who actually owns their shit and actually wants to push forward. You cannot come over to my house several times and talk about, I hate it when people lie. Why don't people just tell the truth? I don't understand. Why? Don't people just tell the truth? Okay, and the whole time you're saying that, for reasons I did not reply, but you're full of shit. We're going to go all in today. See, I'm on a come up, guys. You guys at Dragonstorm, I appreciate you. Help me build this over here. You helped me build something over here together as a community of people looking out for each other that I had not previously had, a support system that I needed, something I did not have. And it's more successful than what I was doing. When I was helping various channels to grow, when I was helping various people to sell comic books, when I was helping people, when I was using my weight and leverage, my connections, my friendships, my associations to help others who did not give a fuck, who did not respect me and they took my power. And my other channel is still just over 2,000 subs because I didn't put the energy into it I should have. But now I have Excalibur, the Dragonstorm community, people who have been through this, people who recognize you liars, you toxic fakes. They recognize it all. And so we're going to talk today about some self-discovery I had to make about a week ago, about 2 weeks ago, that really led to a lot of doors opening in my mind. We're also going to talk about self-improvement today, y'all. And that was, oh, shit. I kind of like a little drama. I had to accept that. I do. My earlier years, I love drama. But I had convinced myself that I had stopped with that like 5 years ago. Now, that ain't the truth. And that trigger, which is also embarrassing to admit, because I've got to admit to people who have been like, Walton loves drama. Yeah. I had to admit that. The self-discovery is admitting what you are, who you are, finding out what runs your decision-making and how to change it if it's negative. It's a negative pattern, and that's a negative pattern. That's something that was triggered by NarcX, BPDX, Covert, whatever the hell she is, and the woman beater. They love drama. We're going to go through that. The relationship between an overt and a covert narcissist. We're going to break this down. We're going to break down the flying monkeys, the smear campaigns, the lies, why they do what they do. And let's get it started. I am author Stephen Walton, the Phantom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other, and suffer no fools. Let's get this party started.
Yeah! And I've set up and tore down this stage with my own two hands. We've traveled this land, packed tight in minivans. And all this for the fans, girls, money, and fame. I played their game and had to scream my name. I will show no shame. I live and die for this. And if I come off soft, fix you on this.
Are you scared?
Devil without a cause, and I'm back with the beaver hats and Ben Davis slacks. 30-pack of stroll, 30-pack of hoe. No Rogaine in the propane flows. The chosen one, I'm the living proof with the gift of gab from the city of truth. I jabbed and stabbed and knocked critics back, and I did not stutter when I said that. I'm going platinum, selling rhymes. I went platinum 7 times. And still they're ill and wanna see us ride. I guess because only God knows why. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. Fuck all y'all. I like AC/DC and CZ Top. We'll see this beasties in the Kings of Rock. Skinner, Seeger, Limp, Corn, the Stones. David Allen Cole with No Show Jones. Yeah! Pass that bottle around. Got the rock from Detroit. Soul from Motown. The underground stone. Fucking pimp. With tracks that Mac and slap back the whack. Never gain away. I don't play with ass. But watch me rock with Liberace Flash. Punk rock the class. Boy bands are trash. I like Johnny Cash and Grandmaster Flash. Flash, 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 flash. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. I'm Ed, American badass. Watch me kick. You can roll with rock or you can suck my dick. I'm a porno flick, I'm like Amazing Grace. I'm gonna fuck some hoes after I rock this place. Super fly, living double wide. Sidecar, my glide, so Joe C can ride. Full sack to share, bringing flash and flare. Got the long hair, swinging middle finger in the air. Snakeskin suit, 65 Chevelle. See me ride and sin, hear the rebel yell. I won't live to tell, so if you do, give the next generation a big fuck you. Who knew I'd blow a black pipe walk over? Said fuck high school, pissed on my diploma. Smell the aroma, check my hits. I know it stinks in here, cause I'm the shit. They call me cowboy, I'm a singer in black. So throw a finger in the air, let me see where you're at. Say, hey, hey. Let me hear where you're at. Say, hey, hey. I'm giving it back, so say, hey, hey. Show me some metal and say, hey, 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 hey. I'm a cowboy, badass and black, singing, hey, 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 hey. From side to side, from front to back, say, hey, 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 hey. I put Detroit City back on the map for singing, hey, 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 hey. Get rocks in the house and that's where I'm at.
Hail Amy. Amy's a special guest in the chat. Amy, thank you for being here, sweetheart. You're going to enjoy this stream. Amy is also a daughter of the goddess, fellow Wiccan. Hail, sister. Always a pleasure to see a daughter of the goddess. Amy's on the other side of all this. She's been on the other side of all this. She has been woman beaters, dude. Or woman beaters woman. All right, on that side. While I've been on borderline covert, narco path pocket. No, but on narco path side. All right. Oh Lord. Yes, I would imagine so, Amy. See, she's gone live a couple times already. The night that I beat him up, she went online. She went online a couple times. She went online we're going to go through it all, but basically every time it has been, the chat, I hear the bullshit that I'm saying. I hear how I'm defending a man kicking my ass. I don't the drugs are wearing, I gotta go. And then she privates it. She doesn't, because if a narcissistic person needs their flying monkeys on the same page. And she wanted me to be a flying monkey. She wanted me to be a flying monkey by not explaining that she just caught me up out of nowhere. It was like, yeah, I'm coming to your house, came to my house, brought a narcissist in tow. Okay. And then got her ass beat in the middle of my street again. And then narcissist came back, started throwing rocks, acting like a child, acting out, walking up and down. And he got his ass. He stepped up near my youngest son was sitting next to me. He was going to pick on him because he was picking on the weakest person. That's what bitch ass manginas do. And then he came too close to me. When you come within 3 feet, you got a negative attitude. I'm not waiting for you to strike. You're getting knocked out. And that's what happened. Well, knocked out. He wasn't knocked out. I had control. We're going to talk about this to the chat. We're going to get through the chat. I promise. I promise you. I promise you. And yes, this is also a part of the story. This is absolutely a part of the story as well. Because every single time, let me explain to y'all. All right, let's start it here, as a matter of fact. All right. The way kryptonite, Walton has a certain kryptonite. All right. Steve Walton has a certain kryptonite. Your Dragonstorm, your Sage has things he has to work on. That's why I'm glad I stream with Immortal Coil. We're salt and pepper. All right. He's on a higher plane. His spiritual growth, his understanding is astral. He is where I want to attain. But I have a few things that are stuck in my root chakra that keep me down. And one of them I discovered just recently, I had to admit this recently, was I kind of like drama. I do kind of like drama. I do. And when someone pokes at me, especially if they're lying, they're smearing, they're acting a fool, they're not, they're just not being truthful and forthright. They're acting like children. They ignore you and won't have a conversation about what happened, but they'll go online and start smear campaigns. Like that's the difference. And when someone does that, I have to respond. But the problem is that I've been reacting because I like drama. See, this is a response. We're going to shut the door on all this bullshit right now today, because now Steve Walton's going to tell the whole truth. All right. You just should have shut up. You should have let the dude who kicked your ass. All right. And then whom I kicked, just let him, thrash around and be a child and have a tantrum. I ain't putting out no more memes. I ain't putting out no more nothing like that. That's done. I'm not even pointing fingers at y'all. I'm not even pointing fingers at you to the point where you got to put my face on a thumbnail for a live stream for a smear campaign with a bunch of lies in it to protect your woman beaten piece of shit. That's insane. Covert. Your game is off, Covert narc. Let me explain to you guys the relationship between an overt and a covert narcissist. An overt narcissist doesn't care who knows that they're a lying piece of shit. An overt narcissist is a masculine person whose false ego creates false bravado. Every masculine aspect that they wish they had, that they look at other men and wish they had from them, that they fake it, literally fake it till you make it, but they're not trying to make it. They're just trying to fake it. And so all of those things come out in this false ego to an overt narcissist. They don't care who knows they're lying. They're getting off on the fact. Listen, overts get off on the fact, positive and negative fuel, that A, you may be fooled by their lies, their deceptions, and then B, that you call them out and that they get to be degraded, because overts love to be degraded. They love that part of the process. They love the part of the negative fuel process where you're calling them out for the piece of trash they are. Now, even if they're denying it, and even if they're trying to act wild and emotionally unregulated and trying to act tough, deep down inside, their inner child's getting stepped on. All right, it's getting kicked. Their broken inner child is getting all the misery that false ego needs in order to satiate that negative fuel. That's what they're doing. They actually love the drama in every single way, fooling people, talking trash, knowing they're lying, casting dispersions, projection, the smear campaign, getting talked trash about, getting exposed, getting all of that. They actually love that. This is a type of narc who loves being everybody knowing what exactly they are because they hate themselves. Okay. A covert narcissist doesn't want anybody to know that they're a narc. A covert works through manipulation, typically a woman who works through manipulation and deception, who creates false faces dependent upon who she's around, learns what they like, learns what they're about, and then changes her personality to fit that. She's a person who will get inside somebody's head, use her femininity, use her sexuality, use the manipulation in order to get inside people, figure out what they love, what they like, so they understand what triggers to hit in the future. A covert narcissist does not like being exposed, because if a covert narcissist is exposed for anything that they've done, they have to own up, and that's the last thing they want. They are built on layer after layer after layer after layer of fake facade, fake face, different people that they can interchange with. That's why you come to somebody like Walton and you say things like, I don't understand why people just can't tell the truth. I know I used to lie, but I don't like lying. And I can't understand why. And then because you're lying. That's a face for me. You're my spiritual friend. We go on a spiritual path. Things that I say, that I believe in this karmatic tie, which is not a soulmate or twin flame ship. This is a karmatic cycle because you were the only chick I ever cheated on my wife with. This is karma. I understand so much more now. And understanding that I like drama was able, and having to admit that, allowed me to be able to do what I've done with my emotions, keep them in check. I got that Fifi switch now. That Fifi switch has come in handy because now I see everything. I don't just listen to what you're saying. I'm not listening to my heart, and most especially my kryptonite. If you play with my penis, you have my full and undivided attention. I will do whatever. You just keep playing with it. You can say whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You can come back and play with it. Awesome. Oh, I'm an idiot for that. So I got to control that too. And I haven't had sex. And luckily, because of a certain situation that has unfolded where the dude, let's tell the story. Actually, how about that? Let's tell the story. So I'm not all over the place myself. I'm a little excitable. All right, we're going to get up to the smear campaign. So we have seen each other much more than we have admitted to anyone, any of our friends. And every time that she comes back, it's always with manipulation sex. It's always sex. You know, she knows the trick. You can play with my weenus and you have my attention. All right. But this last time was quite different. This last time was more heavy on manipulation and no sexual contact. Matter of fact, boundaries, don't touch me. What? Don't touch you? What? You don't want your hair pulled? You don't want to get choked? You don't want to get slapped? Wait a minute, hold on. Hey, you don't want me to adore you? You don't want me to play with it? You don't want that body massage? You don't want your feet rubbed? Well, hold on, wait. Because Walton does foreplay. I'm good at foreplay. So, but this time was different. Boundaries. Really? Okay, why we got boundaries going on? Well, Woman Beater texted me out of nowhere. And he said, yo, good luck, you're going to get VD. The same usual stuff that this freaking drugged out, emotionally unregulated grown toddler has a tantrum about every so often. And so, now mind you, this happened just after the Christmas Hoover. The Christmas Hoover is a typical Hoover. That's when covert narcissist, that's when she comes back and looks for Christmas money, and then ghosts me because she knows that my past pattern of suicidal thoughts began because of what she did with him to Christmas to New Year's. I paid for presents. She ghosted. She went and used that money for drugs with him and ignored me until, I don't know, January, somewhere near February, which is when the cycles usually begin because Valentine's Day. Something horrible she did year one Valentine's Day. This is how they operate. So when that happened, all right, I called the whole thing out. I made a video about it. It's pinned on my channel. I mean, that was the Hoover. And I said, there's no saving them. And I could see every deception. And I called everything out to her. And I said, these are the moves you're going to make. And those were the moves that she made. Everything that I called, I don't know what it was. I don't know if she wasn't paying attention. She's a covert. She's supposed to be smarter than an overt. See, when a covert meets an overt, the overt doesn't see the covert. The covert sees the overt. The covert's more wise. They understand the playing field. They know how to manipulate a lot better. And also you're dealing with a woman who I will admit has psychic ability. She has telepathy. She has the ability to read minds. She can read rooms. The conversations that we have had, I can't explain to you how much spiritually that we've been able to connect and feel things on different levels. But I've sat in a room with her just recently, and every time she said something that affected me, she called it right. We can stop talking about this if it's affecting you. I'm like, no, I'm good. I have control over my shit because I got a Fifi switch now. And so the covert sees the overt and knows that the overt doesn't see the covert. So the covert knows they can play she can play all kinds of games. She can play all kinds of games because she understands that the overt, whether or not that overt narcissist looks and realizes he's dealing with a covert narcissist, loves the love bomb devaluation, loves being devalued. So all the fighting, all the cheating, all the bad words, all the stalking, all the stuff that those two crazy people do with one another in that toxic relationship, which is definitely damaging any child in that area, in the area and influence of them. It's great. He loves it. It's an endless source of supply. To an overt narcissist, a covert is an endless source of the supply because the covert uses tactics that the overt hardly does, like ghosting. The covert will disappear, cut you off if you are not providing money, funds, drugs, whatever it is that influence, whatever it is that covert wants. The covert has the power and understands the overt as much as they're bitching and going, "Come back to me, oh, you fucking bitch." They're loving it because they're getting degraded. They're being degraded and they love it. They love being told who they really are. This is a cycle that, all right? And I'm the empath in the middle who loves drama and who you play with my penis and whatever you want. And I was in love. I didn't have a Fifi switch. I have a Fifi switch now, and now I'm learning how to create my drama switch. I'm going to this for me, this entire thing has been self-exploration and self-understanding, which is what we should all do what you should all do when you're coming out of a relationship with a narcissist or toxic person, when you're going through a situation where you can't understand why you were doing what you were doing, what was going on in your mind. You should be doing a lot of shadow work and self-exploration and coming to a higher understanding of who you are. This is how we progress. This is how we become better people. This is something narcissists don't do. They just put on another fake face and another fake face and another fake face. No growth. All right. Anyway, I didn't understand this about the overt-covert narcissist relationship. I just recently became educated about that. And ladies and gentlemen, let me explain something. When you got to make moves, you have more than one reason. Have more than one reason why you make the choices and moves that you do. It's going to help you out in life. It gives you options. So I started clowning him. I was like, I'm a mirror the narc hardcore. I can't deal with this clown, this woman-beaten, lying, deceptive, obviously a worm. Just not a dude, not a real man. There's no way you can there's no way you can interact with this person and go, yo, there's something, he's right. There's something right with him. He looks really healthy. No, you're not going to do that. He can't. He's an overt narcissist who's being whipped up by covert narcissists for the last 3 years. Whatever ability he had to cast an illusion that he was a competent, strong male has dissipated while this succubus has been slowly destroying this man. Slowly destroying this man. And me in the process, too. This dude wrote me the other day. This guy wrote, before I continue the story, this guy wrote me the other day and said, "You guys are destroying my life. I've lost everything. I've lost my home. I've lost my sanity. I've lost my friends. I've lost my this and that. Da, 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 da. She says you're trying to destroy your life, and she says that you're trying to, you're lying, and you're stalking her." And I'm like, oh my God, the amount of bullshit and projection, right? Because that whole thing is not even projections from him; it's from her too, and it's also what she tells me about him. Trust and believe, buddy. When she's over here, you are the biggest piece of trash in the world. Trust and believe, and well, we're gonna. So last time I was going off, I made some memes and I mirrored the narc. I did things I shouldn't have done, and I got held accountable for it because my mistake in the entire process was coming at her. See, the overt loved it. The overt loved it. All the memes, all the attention, all the, oh my God, he's like totally destroying me. He's digging this. This is what he does. This is why men like that get pegged in the ass. They love being degraded, destroyed. And so he was fine with it. He wasn't. When I came at her, that was it. That was the straw. You don't come at me. No. Yeah, I have an image to maintain. Now you can play with my toy, but now you're fucking with me. And that's how she looked at it. I was playing with her toy. She didn't mind that because she likes that interplay. It takes the heat off of her so she can run whatever game she's running. And she also gets rewarded for it because she rewards this dude for being a terrible dude. Women, don't sleep with a dude who hits you. Don't sleep with a dude who cheats on you. Don't sleep with a dude whom you're having to run out of their house in the early mornings of hours of the morning with your kids because you're getting beaten and friends got to come grab you because he's being abusive because of shit that you probably started because you love the drama. Oh my God, this drama switch making this is going to be incredible. I can't wait to find out what new powers and insights and avenues and doors open for me because the amount that have opened up for me, the perspectives from controlling my fifis, that switch, That switch has been incredible. My drama switch is going to be even more powerful. I can't wait. The future is good. Got to get a drink of water. So that's fine. I went too far. And when I went too far, she had to go and she went to court. And then we didn't go to court. We sat out in the town in a car and hung out. We hung out together the whole time. Didn't even go to the courthouse. Nope. Yep. We were sitting in a Wawa parking lot. And we were talking and having a great time, to be honest with you. It was the first time that this person ever acted like they were before all this stuff began to me. He put on the original face, the original Walton and her face. And that face is based on speaking openly about our fifis, consoling in one another, giving each other advice. And just so recently, because of my ability to control my feelings, my ability to listen to her talk about all the terrible shit that she goes through with him, the reasons that she gives for it, without losing my shit, without getting upset or angry. I just allowed the information to be said. I was sitting with a friend. That's how I looked at it. You just did me a solid. You did come through with kind of a hero moment, because I understand why you did what you had. You had to do what you had to do. That's the line. Okay, I understand that's the line. And I also understand that it doesn't matter at all if I'm clowning your woman, your beater, if I'm clowning your toxic, the man, him. It doesn't matter. You're cool with that. So we talked. We had a great time. We hung out with one another. I understand the rules. She asked me to do a list of things, take their certain videos down, which I did. I asked her to take a video down, which she did not, because she said, it's all I have. What do you mean it's all you have? I took down everything about your friends, your flying monkeys, the other toxic people, all that stuff. I took it down, or I deleted it. So I don't understand. No, but okay. All right. Well, thank you. You know what? You did me a solid. Thank you. Okay. This was supposed to be the building of a foundation of trust. And then just after that, just that night, just after we stopped, we drove away from each other, not 5 minutes after we drove away from each other, she calls me and she said, did you send him a text that said, ha ha, or a call that said, ha ha? No, I didn't. No, I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to talk to him at all. I'm so sick of him. I want to break up with this guy. I've been stalked and hoovered and talked about, probably masturbated about by this freaking clown, this overt narc, this self-hating person for years now. It's disgusting energy. I do not want this energy. I didn't call him. Within 12 hours, because of the fighting, because of the drama between those two, the constant manipulation and constant everything that they go through, she's calling me up and I can hear the difference in her voice. It's that shaky, it's that totally toxic, unregulated, anxiety-ridden voice. And she says, no, you did do it. He had a receipt. He made up a receipt, or she's lying. And he said, you did do it. And that was like, okay. And then she ghosted, because now it's my fault. She's back with him and it's my fault. Whatever. It's a game. It's a game to trigger me and to be like, oh my God, you're gone. But this time it was kind of like, all right, you came through, you saved my ass. I'm good. Thank you. Thank you very much. I actually wrote a message and said, thank you very much. You came through, you were solid, did me a solid. You were my real friend. Got to hang out with my real friend for a few hours, hear some things, get some things out, do some things. And then this happens. You believe his lie again. So I guess, you're going to go back there and I'm the bad guy, whatever. That's it. That's how all that started. Well, this is the thing. When you decide to remove your energy, see, I did a spell on February 14th, cutting the cord, which cut off energy, which is what created all this new energy. Okay? Because I cut the cord. I was done. Removed my power. When you remove your power from a person who thrives on supply from others, who relies on, just drama, conflict, for whatever reason that they're doing it. If it's just wanting the drama, if it's trying to get money, there's a lot of money involved in this situation. Overt has some, because he's a criminal, he's a thief, so he has some, and he gives it to her, but it's been less and less. And Covert's getting upset because she's getting less and less money from her supply, because she don't want to work. She don't work. She don't want to work. And it's whatever. Yeah, hustle, baby. Do what you do whatever. But she hustles with her vagina. So I'm looking at, so when that happens, so when I'm looking at this situation where she cuts me off, I'm like, all right, no, it's cool. I'm not going to react. No more memes. I'm not starting the meme thing back up. I'm not sure if what you were saying was, hey, you can keep memeing him and clowning him, just don't clown me. Maybe that was the message. I don't know. But I let it go. I dropped it. You know what happens when you drop it with a narcissist or a toxic person who lives on supply? They go insane. They need you back. They need you back. So a few more things went down. a couple more texts or attempted communications, so things like that. It got down to a point where the idea was thus. Steve Walton says, maybe you shouldn't talk to me anymore. Maybe it pisses him off too much. Maybe you just shouldn't talk to me anymore. I'm glad that we're cool now and that we're like back to an even keel and understanding. But, maybe we should just maybe we should just like voluntarily no contact, not talk to each other, and meet up in a few years. When we've got a little bit more experience. That was my entire idea. The issue with the covert narcissist this time is she didn't have her most powerful weapon, her vagina. She didn't have her vagina this time. She was unequipped with it. Boundaries. Boundaries means I have something, and I suspected that when it first happened, but then overt narcissist, because he loves drama, he loves contacting me, he loves texting me. You're the problem. Stop talking to me. Right? Loves talking to me. He showed up, and when he tried to send me a media message. He tried to send me a media message. He said, "Look, good luck, because you got something. You got something now." Okay, I got something. What do you mean? So I unblocked him. I actually unblocked this man, and I allowed him to. I said, "Could you send that again, man? Because if you're serious, you're looking out for me." And I got a legit copy of paperwork from MedExpress saying that homie has gonorrhea. Homie has gonorrhea. Now, when I confronted her about it, she said, no, he's lying. No, he's lying. I just have a UTI. I just have a UTI. Okay. All right. The date on the paperwork that I have has a certain date. And I remember having a conversation with you about him leaving you tied up and just abandoning you, drunk and tied up, left you in the room while he went off and did whatever else he was doing with whoever else. And you were very upset that he just would leave you there. And those dates line up. Listen, I'm not saying who has who or what has what. All I'm saying is that if you have sexual intercourse, fellatio, if you're anything like that with a person who has an STD, there is a high probability that you're going to catch an STD. So I don't know. Y'all make your own judgments. Could be possible. It's just UTI. Could be. I don't know any different. All I know is with the dude she refused to stop sleeping with, who has the same weakness I do, apparently, play with my tongue, play with my penis, and I'll say, believe whatever you want. Okay. This time there was no vagina. It was boundaries. Okay. All right. Got to lean more heavily on manipulation. So this time it was all about we're spiritual friends. We're on a spiritual path together. We're so and so in Lodonis. We're the storms. This is who we are. It's where we've been for years. It was, I don't understand why people just lie. I don't understand why they just can't tell the truth. I don't understand why people just can't be people. Okay, all right. So that was it. Unfortunately, see, unfortunately, I created this Fifi switch, this emotional Fifi switch that turns off my Fifis. And when I turn off my Fifis, I can see things. I can see things a lot more clearly than I used to. I can feel things a lot more clearly than I used to. And you're not playing with my weenus. You're not playing with it. My biggest trigger, all right, here, you want some money? All right. All right. Literally gave this chick $30 over the last, 2 months, right? Literally like about $30. And it was for gas. And that's it. Wasn't the hundreds, wasn't the thousands, wasn't the amount of money she normally gets, which is why she comes back over and over. Money, among other things, drama supply. So, all right. At this point, I'm like, all right, let's just be cool and not talk. Because she's also saying things like, I don't care what anybody thinks. I don't care what my friends think. I don't care what your friends think. I don't care what anybody thinks. We could be great. We could work together. She's still doing that work together angle. I'm also starting a business. There's a correlation between now and when I met her back then. I was trying to start a business back then. I fell in love with her. She's playing games, things fell apart, and I lost that company. Well, I'm about to start building another company, and it's actually something she would be really good at. But she's not on the right path. She's not taking the right path. So there's nothing that I can do. And it's honest to God, guys, when your angels, your God, the universe, source, will not give you your blessings if you continue to engage with somebody who is pulling you down, who is a karmic, who is a lesson that you should have already learned, who is something that you just don't need in your life, energy vampire, manipulator. Like, God will literally protect you by cutting off your blessings. I'm tired of my blessings being cut off. So this time, no sex. And that just doesn't fly. I can see things clearly. I had cut things off to the point. My energy was so comfortable and solid. I'm beginning to grow. I'm writing my book again. I'm going on live streams. I'm talking with people. I feel good about myself. I'm confident. To the point where it's like, maybe we just shouldn't talk. Baltimore Bridge falls down. And I get a text from a person I know very well. All right. One of her faces. She loves disasters. She wanted to go to a disaster. She wanted to hang out at the disaster. She wanted to help people if she could, which she couldn't do, but she just wanted to be at a disaster. And I thought it was cute because that's when she's being juvenile. She's just like, you're adorable. You're such an adorable, cute, sexy little idiot. That's always been a thing. Baltimore Bridge happens. And now the communication has happened. Well, all of a sudden, imagine this, like clockwork, he texts me. I'm like, oh God, here we go again. I don't want to talk to this. I don't want to talk to this. Let me take this one off. I think the message has been sent. I don't want to talk to this. Well, I tried to go off the last pivot that she was doing with me, which was, why can't we all just be friends? If you were hung out with him, you'd probably be friends with him. You could probably be, right? She was trying to convince me to be friends with this guy. Not subtly, not overtly, subtly. I'm like, if he calmed down, I wouldn't care. If it calmed everything down, I don't give a shit. We go out and have a drink. If it calms everything down and he's like, all right, everything's cool. Like, I'll tell him face to face. Like, I'm not sleeping with her because I really wasn't sleeping with her. I'm not sleeping with her. And she's all yours. And I really don't want to be with her. She's all yours. I'm trying to do this in a nice way. I'm trying to par off these people who love toxic situations with like the most coolest rationality that I could possibly bring. Just go be with each other. I don't give a shit. Like, go be in a I love it. I support you. That's been my attitude. At first he was cool. At first he started talking back to me, and he used this. I don't know, he had a level head on that day or something, but he actually started, well, I don't really trust you. And he kept insisting on me sending him the Cash App receipts and text messages and phones, like all this. He wants to collect, because narcissists collect evidence. Narcissists collect evidence from everywhere. Like this, they're crazy about that. And he had done this with me before, and I had given him screenshots or call logs or evidence before. And every time I do, it doesn't matter because the cycle keeps going anew because he's an overt narcissist who loves it. So this time I was like, no, I need to speak to my friend first to make sure something like that would be okay. Because my first loyalty is to me, my second loyalty is to my friend, and you, I don't have any loyalty to. But I'm trying to talk to you and communicate a man to man and just say, hey, I'm not trying to get in between you or your relationship. Please go live off, have kids, have a family, have a house, do your thing. I don't give a shit. You go live in a toxic hell. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be nice about that. Well, because of that, out of nowhere, on shrooms, on her own channel, live streaming as she drove over here, she's talking about, I figured my shit out. I know what to do now. I'm heading over to Walton's. She said on her channel, I'm heading over to Walton's. Her last stream was all about how I'm really a liar and I'm really a narcopath and I'm really a this and I'm really a that, using all of my reactive abuse and the times that I exploded as examples to frame her narrative, right? That's her last video. Now, her next video, I'm coming over to Steve Walton's. I figured it out. Steve Walton's my friend. Steve Walton's the guy I'm going to stand up for. Steve Walton has been there for me the whole time. Yeah, we've gone through a lot of shit, but it's nobody's business, really. And we're friends. And if my boyfriend doesn't accept that, then my boyfriend can step out of my life. Oh my God, I skipped ahead just a little bit, but that is what I heard right after I saw my friend come in here out of her mind, sitting in my studio, wanting to stream. and looking at me and saying, I'm broken, I miss my mom, I need help from my mom. And all I saw was childhood trauma, childhood trauma, childhood trauma. And at that moment, I did something that I've been able to do several times in the past without a fifi switch. Anything, any pain that I have, any problem that I have, anything that's going on in my life, anything that's happened between us gets put on the back burner because there is a human losing their shit that I love. Whatever this human has done or whatever this human has been, whatever has happened between us, I love this human, and this human is breaking. This is a fucking break happening because this person does not cry. This person goes to the showers with her fifis. That's the fucking truth. But I'd seen her a couple times tear, and this time it was real. And I would have sat there with this person, regardless of our history, and I would have listened, and I would have given advice, and I would have put myself back and prioritized her needs, with some exceptions. But the following words were, he might be coming over, and there might be a fight. So all of that then went out the window. The fifi switch turned on, and everything went to different areas of my chakra. Now, hold on, wait. So let me observe these actions. Let me observe what is taking place and judge what is happening at this moment. You have figured something out that you want to stream from my studio, the Dragonstorm studio that was built talking about you. And talk about you figured yourself out. You figured yourself out. You know what, not in that state of mind, honey. No. And most definitely, if you're not literally creating a violent situation, bringing a person whom you have said is violent, who has threatened my life many times, you are bringing that to my house. Not that he's ever followed through with it. I'm not scared of dude, but he has threatened my life several times. I have receipts. So, no, the kids are not okay. Well, I made her own her shit. I'll be honest with you guys. I made her own her shit. And I said, so you, if she shows up, like, what do you want? Like, what do you, I want the three of us to talk. I want us to be able to he has to accept that you're my friend. And if he doesn't accept that you're my friend, then he has to go. And I'm like, bullshit. I didn't say it, but I know it's bullshit. Because it's never mattered what's happened between you two. You always go back to each other. That is the never-ending cycle of drama and negativity. That is what it is over there. You're bullshitting me. So I understood from moving forward at this moment that I was going to get into a fight. And I was going to have to get into a fight. Because this was not going to stop. If this extreme happens when Steve says, look, maybe we just shouldn't talk. If this is the extreme that happens when Steve just says, yo, let's just not fight. And let's just, she's my friend. She's your girlfriend. She don't even have to come around, dude. This is what happens when complete and total sanity and reason enters a situation with two toxic people. The toxic people have to go aloof. They've got to bamboozle you. They have to run amok. And this is what happened. So I made her own her shit. All right, well, you know what? You're here. He's going to show up. You're handling this, right? You're handling this, right? Yeah, I'm handling this. Okay, you're handling this. Well, she got handled, all right. She went outside and got her ass kicked. He was screaming at her, choking her, hitting her, punching her, speeding off like a badass. And then I saw this person come in with fucking welts on their face and say, I got my licks, I'm good. Like, well, no, the children are not well. No, this is not good. It's cool. You're my friend. If he can't accept it, he can roll. I'm fighting for you. I'm fighting for you. Didn't fight for me when we were together and I was losing my mind. Didn't fight for me when I bought you a car and you used it to go ride down and see him. You weren't fighting for me when you literally ghosted me during the holidays and drove me to suicidal thoughts because I couldn't believe what you were saying and what you were doing. You didn't fight for me when I bought you diamonds on Valentine's Day and then you were out with him the entire night, came home smelling of sex. You didn't fight for me every single time I asked you to not talk about me on your live streams, not talk about my junk, not spread lies. Stop continuing the drama. Didn't fight for me when your dude was constantly coming at me all the time through third-party social media accounts. You didn't fight for me when you were going on Della Rosa's streams and talking a whole bunch of shit. And that narcissist, and he's a narcissist. Yo, appears peas in a pod. You didn't fight for me when you gathered my enemies. You didn't fight for me when you created narratives and smear campaigns. You didn't fight for me when you went on live last night or the other night and then continue the smear campaign. I Never even called your name, didn't say his name. He was dumb enough to come into my chat and I used it. Yeah. Yeah. But I don't have your picture up here. I'm not pointing out. I got no links to your channel. I'm not pointing directions at you. Why are you over there with my face on the thumbnail? Because you need the drama. It's a bullshit story. You're continuing it. You love this. And I understand to a degree, guys, I'm giving negative fuel to these people. I get it. But look, this is YouTube. I am a YouTuber. This is what we do. When someone comes out with bullshit, you come at me with drama, I'm coming back with truth. This is what we are. I don't know, this is probably not a thing in the narcissistic abuse awareness sphere of YouTube and creators. I apologize, this is wholly different than what you have ever dealt with, but I come from the fandom fucking menace. This is what we do. When someone lies, we confront. We tell truth. We point the finger back at those who have been pointing the finger at us with dispersions and accusations and projections and say, nah, this is the truth. This is what we do. Came to my house, the whole thing unfolded. Please check out I Beat Up a Narcissist, Dragonstream episode 3. It's all there, the entire story. Don't need to go through it all. And then when she came back into my house, I told her to get the fuck out. She got blood on her face because there was a few more after I kicked his ass. Like this thing went on for like 15 more minutes, to be perfectly honest. It did. As a matter of fact, he came back a third time. And during that third time, he hit this bitch so bad or did something so bad to her that it scraped her face up, blood on her face. Welts on her face. I love you. I love you. This dude's driving off. Are you kidding me right now? Who's weak? Who's the weak one? Get the fuck out of here, man. So that night she goes on live. She does a couple live, little short live streams where she's owning her shit. I figured my stuff out. And by figuring her stuff out, she means I'm already going to make up a certain version of events and I'm going to defend that I got hit by my man because he deserved to hit me. And I'm seeing everybody in the chat go, no, being hit is not love. And now I got to shut it down and put it on private. That is what has happened. That's what she did. And then she waited a couple days till after the birthday, because this is the birthday Hoover. I get ghosted before her birthday. Doesn't come back until after his. I'm good for about a month and a half. It's crazy. I have it down. I have it down to a schedule, y'all. And then comes out and does a live stream. All the flying monkeys in tow. Understand, guys, some of the things that I did that I promised I would do was take down videos. I promised that I would not come at people. I promised that I would walk things back and own my shit. I did all the things I was supposed to do. Then to see someone get online and begin a smear campaign of lies, who have already called in reinforcements from other people that have come at me in the past, and I don't give a shit about any of them. I don't care about any of them. I don't pay attention. I don't look. The only time I know that any toxic person, any comic skater, any junior narcissist out there is talking shit on me, the only time that I know is if somebody hits me up and says, hey, do you know that this happened? Or, yo, I know you're not this bad of a person because so-and-so is a sanctimonious ass. That's the only time I know. That's the only time. And you know what I say to them? They're narcs. I don't give a shit what they think. Because you're invalid. Keep screaming and keep waving your hands like an avatar full of retards. You go right ahead, you toxic fucks. Walton doesn't care. So she does one and in the comments for a video that I just put out about ladies, being hit is not love. Abuse is not love. Guys, please check that video out. Share it around. Like it, dislike it. Leave a comment. Greatly appreciate that. One of the people in there, someone who did watch it, who knows both parties and has been around this whole thing, said, yes, it sounded like a tale from Lord of the Rings. And I couldn't watch the entire thing. Let me see if I can find it. All right. Yes, this is what he wrote. Thank you, CJ. Thank you. Their story is on par with Lord of the Rings or Game of Thrones, but it was all over the place. And that's what it is. So if you want to hear a wonderfully constructed story, apparently that has brass knuckles in it, things like that, just complete fantasy. If you want to see a narcissist, a covert narcissist doing everything that she can to protect her overt narcissist, the guy who kicks her ass, by telling a version of events in such a way that it's not his fault and Walton's really the bad guy. He was sitting at home and I drove over there and brought a narcissist and he beat his ass. That's it. the story. That's all that ever needed to be said. And yeah, I talk some shit because I'm tired of this being brought to my crib. And yeah, when I kicked you out, I seriously meant you can stay out of my life. Don't bring that back. Don't bring you back. Yeah, I meant all that. Yes. Yes. Whatever exchanges have taken place since then, yes, that's what I meant. I don't give a shit. I will get to the chat at some point. I know it's an hour in. I apologize, everybody. This is normally a chat conversation, but this is just me confronting another smear campaign. Every single flying monkey, every person that I said wasn't a flying monkey, let's just say toxic friend, every toxic friend in the chat cheering this liar on because they love the drama. They're a bunch of monkeys eating popcorn. They love the drama. They don't care about her. They don't give a shit. They know damn well when she says, I'm not talking to Steve Walton again, that the clock is ticking before she comes around and throws some vag at Walton. It's only a certain amount of time. All right. And I've gotten to the point where I don't need to point the finger at these people at all. I don't need to do that. But they're screaming and waving around and going, yo, I'm the one. It's me. I'm the person. Like, what the fuck? You can't tell me you don't like drama and you don't like continuing things. If you can't let me be on my own little island telling a freaking story that some people may know because of the history, but the channel that I have built, a lot of these people don't even know who you are. They don't even know who you are, but you want them to know. And I don't understand. Listen, I'm tired of y'all living off me. Tired of living. I'm tired of these flying monkeys. I don't care. Like, y'all have fun. Glenn, look, it's been a great show. If I was on the outside looking in, I'd probably be watching too. All right, I'd probably be eating my popcorn and having a great time too, because it's been a drama. But I'm done with this drama. I have other things to do. I have other things to build. I am a creative person. I have lots of energy. I am charisma. I have things to do. And that doesn't involve you. And that's why I haven't mentioned your name. That's why I haven't tagged you. That's why I haven't pointed a finger to your channel. That's why I haven't. The only time has been when Woman Beater showed up in my chat. And I have a right to use that. It showed up in my chat. This is the truth of what's been happening, y'all. It's been a cycle that's going on over and over and over and over and over again. And I'm just sick of it, right? I'm just sick of it. I'm tired of the being lied about because of some dumb shit that somebody else does and then brings it to me. God, I understand what y'all say out there in the chat. I understand what some of my the people I've interacted with in this community, the Dragonstorm community and outside Dragonstorm, everybody in the awareness community. I understand what it's like. This person will not leave me alone. This person will not go away. Yeah, they're like it's. And it got to the point, guys, where I understood the words of the great Papa Cotton. The great Papa Cotton told me, if you hang out with shitty people, do not expect them not to do shitty things. Yes, I understand that. That's why I was trying to massage it out of my life. Now, I understand there's going to be more smears, there's going to be more clips, there's going to be more people out there taking things out of context, and that's fine. Because I'm on my own island, been on my own island. Dragonstorm is where it's at. We're going to get to the chat here in a moment. If anybody has any questions or if I forgot anything. I don't think I forgot anything. That's pretty much it. I'll get on camera here soon. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody that wanted to hear the story. Bye-bye, everybody that wanted to hear the truth. Bye-bye. You go back to Comicsgate. All right. All right, real quick, I want to say hail to Scott Clark. He says, I'm in a smear campaign at present as well. I fully empathize. Yeah, I've been through several smear campaigns. They've got weaker and weaker and weaker over time as the players involved have just not care. I've actually just like gone no contact and don't even really talk to them. Don't pay attention to them. And so it dies down, but they know it's a good show. I could do, man, best of luck to you. Keep receipts. You got to act, you got to keep receipts. You got to protect yourself, put cameras up, have footage of women bringing narcs over and getting their ass kicked. Make sure to get footage of that just in case you need to use it. And, keep it pushing, brother. You got this, guy. I got to go through real quick. I'm like an hour behind the chat. Jesus. Good morning. What is up, Amy S? Good to see you. Hail to you. Jeff is here. Hail to Jeff, or was here. I understand. I went from like 30 down to 12. Good to see you. Deborah's out here. It's about Link Slinger. She's throwing out links. Thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate that. Papa Cotton is in the chat. Hail, brother. Oh, man, I know I'm way far back. I might have to just jump ahead, and no disrespect to anybody who showed up and I didn't catch. Amy is here. Amy understands this entire situation from the other side. That's good to see you. CJH is with me. What is up, CJH? Hail, brother. All right, let's go through. Let's see if anyone was dumb enough to say anything. Let's see. Amy, you're still protecting that dude? Oh, man. Well, I understand. Whatever, you know. Get out of that, honey. If you get tired of it, come get some Walton dick. You can have it. Let's see. Trini, what's going on, Trini? Good to see you. Hail, sister, over there in Switzerland. Love my international audience. That's why I do some streams so early, is because I hit a lot of y'all. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Star? What's up, honey? What's up, Stilettos? Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, my God. All right. I'm going to have to jump. Am I at the end now? Did I hit the end? Okay, cool. Let's see. You should have marked down everything you contact. Okay, so you can tell yourself you don't think about them anymore. What the fuck? I've never understood that self-torture. Yes! Yes! Yeah! I don't understand that either, Papa Cotton. Listen, I'm going to go on camera. Hold on. Shit. When I'm telling a long, involved story, like I was earlier, the reason I stay off cam is because I actually close my eyes. I'm actually closing my eyes so that I can remember everything as properly as I can. I don't want to be inaccurate. You're dealing with liars. You're dealing with people who put out smear campaigns. You're dealing with people who don't take responsibility for their actions. Don't tell the truth. Don't give events as they truly happen. You know, it's very important. Right? Now, the truth has three sides, and that's absolutely the fact. You know, mine, his, the truth, in the middle. But from my perspective, I just want to make sure I'm telling y'all. And I also I got that ego check now. I got that ego switch. I had the Fifi switch, the ego switch. Now I'm building the drama switch. Oh, man. But yes, absolutely. Why? No, it don't make sense to me. Listen, the last couple times I was dealing with that, it was I'm going no contact. It was narcissistic abuse recovery and awareness terms. I'm going no contact with you. Like, no, you're ghosting me. There's a difference. You know, when you ghost somebody, you plan on coming back. That's a power move. Dudes do it and women can do it. It's a power move. He said, "Oh, Amy, if you also take pop shots, I stopped. I'm not going to stop talking about a dude that I saw come over to my house and kick a woman's ass and then get his ass beat and then try and make up every excuse as to why that did not happen. Or it did happen, but it was justified." And she said, I'm not doing that. So, like, if that's it, I'll tell you this, Amy, all right? You tell him. If this is it, if he doesn't text me no more, doesn't threaten me no more, doesn't come over to my house, doesn't do any of that shit, if he does that, then I'm cool. Like, I'm ready to stop talking about it. I'm ready to stop talking about it. And you are absolutely right about her playing games. It's her, yes. But you've got to understand, you've been in this for so long, he does that with you too. You know what I mean? You can't love pain out of somebody, Amy. You can't love a condition out of someone. It just does not happen. I've been trying to do it with her for years, and I've seen this whole thing. Now, listen, he does need to get rid of her. Like, for his own sake and sanity, yes, he does need to get rid of her. You know? But yeah, I'm done. I'm ready. I'm done. I would not be doing this stream right now if she did not go on a live stream at his behest to tell a bunch of lies to vindicate her getting her ass beat. How do you listen? How do you be a man who does that? How do you be a woman who gets hit and protects your abuser? How do you be a dude who hits a woman, is so insecure about people knowing that you hit this woman that he makes you get on live and be like, he hit me because he loves me? What is going on? I don't care what conditions are happening. I don't care if it's a covert and overt. I don't care if it's an overt narcissist and a borderline personality disorder. I don't care what it is. I don't care what the situation is. This is toxic. I don't need this in my life. Like, don't drive over in the middle of the night high on mushrooms, bringing a narc to my house. Now I got to fight. I got bit. Thank God it didn't go too deep because I got bit by a guy with gonorrhea. Whoa. Yeah, all he's got to do is shut up. All he's got to do is shut up and go away, slink away. And if she ever tries to come back to me or ever tries to come my way or ever tries any of that shit, don't talk shit because you know this was going to happen. Just like I would know that that's going to happen. Like, just don't. It's not my fault. I'm not involved. I don't want to be around this bitch. I gave her opportunities. I went on 2 live streams and told everybody, don't close any doors for her. Don't close any doors for her online. All right? Because of anything I've said or anything I've done, give her a chance to succeed if she wants to succeed. I did that on Dragonstorm, and I did that on author Stephen Walton. Twice. Put that message out to everybody who was listening. All right? I was cool. I was played with her in the chat when she came up on Baltimore the day of the fight, because she was in my chat in a live stream that I was doing, and I was being cool. Like that, I don't understand. Now I'm the enemy. Now I'm the enemy. You brought this to my house and I'm the enemy. No, it's because these people want drama. Keep your ass away. I don't need to talk about dude. Now, you let him know. I don't need to talk about him. I don't care what he does. Just my life should mean nothing. Stop watching my channel. Stop looking. After this, I'll tell you what, after this, I'm not even going to talk about it again. I'm not even going to talk about it. But if anybody comes at me reckless, anybody comes at me with a smear, with a text, with some bullshit, with an online, coming online, doing anything, anybody comes at me, I will leverage the full weight of my presence online, which is much greater than yours, either of you, in order to tell the truth. All right? So let's just, you do that, Amy. You work that in, all right? Because she's not talking to me right now. This is the ghosting time. This is what I'm supposed to be hurt because she's not here on my birthday. She did the same thing she did on her birthday, and then she's going to celebrate his birthday, and then she's going to create a fight with him. They're going to cheat, and then she's going to come back to me looking for money. Steve, you have money? Let me play with it. Let me play with your penis. Steve, do you have any money? It is what it is. It is what it is. Keep it real and keep it moving, y'all. Own your shit. Let's see. Narcs. My narc definitely contributed to my anxiety and panic attacks when he used the court against me, and ever since my trigger of seeing a cop car in the yard. Look, you gotta get over the cop fear, yo. You gotta understand, cops ain't nothing but trouble. Stay away from the law, stay out of the court, stay out away from a cop, stay away, if you can at all help it. It's nothing but trouble. Right? So you gotta get over that. When they use a court to come at you, you defend yourself how you defend yourself. Just get a lawyer too. Some narcs are pretty smart and they keep records of everything. They have records of everything. Like they are professionals at framing the truth in a lie. You understand? They are really good at that. So just understand that's the thing. Cheers, Deborah Cohen. Oh, here we go. To Amy. Yeah, Papa, you like Amy. Amy's cool people. She's on the other side of this, yo. She's been on the other side of all this. What I've been to her, Amy has been to him. That's what we've been dealing with. And we're not allowed to talk sometimes. Like, this is the first time I've seen her. We weren't allowed to talk for like a year because I finally just said, because they had been saying, she and he both had been saying, Steve's trying to hit on Amy. Steve's trying to get with Amy. Steve's trying to, no. So then at one point I talked to Amy and I just said, yo, Amy, you want to come down here and hang out? You want to come to Florida? Fuck it. Why not? I'll bet you our sex would be 10 times better than theirs, Amy. I'll bet you our fun would be a hell of a lot better than theirs. With our intelligence combined, could you imagine what we could do? Baby girl, I've seen them outfits on Facebook. Come over here with the schoolgirl outfit. Let me show you, sweetheart, that it's not the dick, it's the balls. Walton got you. Walton got you. I'll send you my address. You got my number. You know how to get a hold of me? Text me. Message me. They don't need to know. They don't have to know at all. They don't have to know. When she runs back to him again and you get kicked out of the cycle, come see me. Come see me. I guarantee you it'll be better than anything he got. I'm a real Taurus. Let me tell you what, Papa. Yeah, I don't give a shit. Of course, they're both watching. Yeah. Let's see. Jeff says, always thought they got together with the monkeys to discuss how to manipulate. So I guess it depends on the monkeys. When, hold on real quick. I want to say hello to, come on now, get up there. Unheard Entrapment. What's up? Hail to my family from across the pond. Good to see you. Love my international audience, man. We are Dragonstorm. We are international. We are all over. We are a clan of people that will not take shit. All right, that is who we are. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, I'll go back. I'm gonna hit Jeff first. So Jeff says, I always thought they got together with their flying monkeys to discuss how to manipulate. Only certain monkeys. Monkeys have a hierarchy. All right. You have your other narcissist or other like highly toxic person that knows how to manipulate better, which she has. She has a female narcissist. Yeah, Court. Shut up. Yeah. She has a female narcissist in the sphere that she found very early on, who's over the hill, who she hit the wall. She's not looking too good. You know what I mean? So she relies heavily on manipulation, and she's been learning from her how to manipulate. And don't think when she talks to me, she doesn't say that you're a narcissist oddball. Don't think that. Don't think that, because you're a narc. That's what she says. Everybody's a narc but her. And let's see. Get together with the flying monkeys and discuss it. Well, yeah, well, okay, you got that one. But the other, most flying monkeys that I've found, they just love the drama. I come from a part of YouTube that had a lot of drama streams, whether it was Fandom Menace, but more so Comicsgate. And Comicsgate drama streams, they're just, the people in the chat don't care. The people in the chat don't care about who's up on stage, their lives, like they love the entertainment value. That's why they're memeing. That's why they're doxing. That's why they do these things. Comicsgate is really, it started out as something that should have been good, selling independent comics, and turned into a pyramid scheme, narcissist pyramid scheme. There's a narcissist at the top, and there's all kinds of toxic people have been brought into this movement. And what they do is they dox people and they go after people that they don't like. And they came at me too. And what I found is that like the ones who are actually enacting the abuse, if you're dealing with a lot of narcs, is the monkeys. They're junior narcissists. They're low grade narcissists. They recognize the superior narcissist and they bow to that one's will because they love being degraded. And but there's also like the monkeys that don't care that come into the chats. Yes, absolutely. See, on that smear stream, that live stream that she did, all the monkeys were in the chat going, "You go, girl. You go. Yeah, that's right. You go." All of them are in there, but they don't really care about her. They know she's destructive. They know she's lying. They know she's doing a smear campaign. They know she's making the wrong choices. She knows being hit is not love, and there's no way to validate that. Like, you are a bitch. But they're going to go, girl. You go. Because that's what they love. When they want the drama. They're eating the popcorn. They're having fun with it. That's just what they do. So, yes, they do to a degree. Absolutely. But they're more there as like a sounding board to repeat the lie, to celebrate the lie, to that's what they're there to do. But yeah, we do it. Yeah, she needs to go. Absolutely. Absolutely, she needs to go from everywhere. Just go away. Go manipulate somebody else. All right. Her biggest problem right now, Amy, is that she doesn't have her most powerful weapon. The gash. She doesn't have the gash. And she doesn't. When she doesn't have the gash to use, she's got to rely on manipulation. Now, Amy, for a narcissistic personality, let me explain this. This is because she is hitting the wall. She is hitting the wall. Her sexy days are over. She is now entering a part where women who are good women, respectable women, who value their bodies, who take care of themselves, who are nurturing, who are good to others. This is the stage of life where all of that goodness that they have been doing their entire life maintains their beauty. Maintains their beauty past through the end of middle age. You know, this is when that happens. This is when you see beautiful women at 50, 60. This is when you see them because they're good people or they have a lot of makeup. Most of them are really good people. Okay. You're dealing with a person who uses their sexual energy, their base chakra, to manipulate others. It does it everywhere, doesn't care, takes substances like with, the no tomorrow. Manipulates people, lies to people, lives off of people, is a leech, an energy vampire, never takes any steps to better themselves, never recognizes any of the signs that the gods are trying to tell you. Maybe you should do this to better your life. Doesn't even care that this environment she has her child in is going to affect her child worse than her. She's passing on pain and generational trauma. This is when this type of narc hits the wall, just like her friend, just like her buddy that she's learning from, the oddball. All right, this is because she is going to continue to fall apart and degrade. Her energy sucks. Now it comes down to manipulation. And the real travesty, the reason that this has like been hammered on the head is because she's sleeping with a guy who has gonorrhea. She's sleeping with a man who legitimately has gonorrhea. I know. It's all the paperwork. It was sent to me. He has said this to me several times, and I have the receipt. I don't know what that says to y'all. But you know what I mean? That says to me, boundaries. So everybody, AJ, everybody that she normally runs to and has sex with, boundaries. You know what I mean? The most powerful tool in her arsenal has been removed. And the only person that she can do it with right now is the guy that she has got a ring. If that's the case, right? If she's still doing that. I don't know. I'm not saying that she has it. I am not saying that she has it. I am saying that this is the information that I have. These are the facts of the matter that I know. All right. One person definitely has gonorrhea, and the other person has admitted to sleeping with them several times since that paperwork, which was recently done, came out. You tell me. It is what it is. Yeah, Amy, yeah, she needs to go. Absolutely. I can only imagine how much hell's been caused on your end. All right, mine's been a living nightmare for years, a nightmare every so often. And every time I grow and become better and become stronger, it comes back. It goes, I smell Walton has money and influence and self-respect. I'm coming back. That's what it's been. That's what it's been. Under the guise of friendship and let's hang out and let's do spell work and let's learn and let's do birth charts and let's do cards and let's dance and let's do our plans and let's continue. Why don't you do my videos for OnlyFans and all that stuff? I ain't lying. It's the truth. I didn't need to say this much truth, but somebody had to do a smear campaign. You guys start a smear campaign. All right, let's dip that shit in the Bible. I can only imagine what it's been like for you, Amy. Listen, I'm dead serious. Listen, I'll take you out on a date. I'm dead serious. F them. Forget them. I know that you're being left at home. I know you're being ghosted for her. I know you have been, that she's been like that with you. Fuck them. Let's hook up. I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. Are you worried about him chasing you or not letting you go? If you are with me, he will go away. I will make him go away. He has no power here. Trust me, I am not scared. Not at all. I've seen his tail between his legs. I've seen him run as soon as a real man stepped into the room. Trust me, I am not scared. You can come get some real man, sweetheart. Come get some real Walton. Come get real man. It's not the dick, it's the balls, baby. They fear being vulnerable or feeling shame, Jeff. If you call them out on something bad they did, they will come back on you on social media. They can't own up to their evil shit. Okay, so yes and no, Deborah. Yes and no. Okay, as I said, the overt narcissist, the male overt narcissist in this situation, just in general, loves being talked about, loves being degraded, loves being talked down to, loves being made a fool. Because they feel that way inside. They like being degraded. That's why they hit women and not men. That's why they act in those really selfish and negative and toxic ways. It's why they continue a fight even when they're blaming a fight on you. It's why they do what they do. They love the positive, negative. All narcissists do love the positive, negative fuel. Absolutely. But it's different with them. Your coverts don't want to be exposed. Your coverts absolutely do not want to be exposed. When you call them out for who they are, when you point the finger and say that is a narcissist, they are going to freak out. When you point the finger and say this is the truth, listen, I didn't even point the finger. I just said the truth. I said, no, this is what happened. If anybody knows who the actors are in this play, it is because they have been paying attention or they have been involved. Most people do not know. I'm just telling a story. I'm not the one putting another person's face on a thumbnail and waving their hands in the air going, hey, the truth is here. My version, the smear campaign, come, go, flying monkeys. You should clap. You know what I mean? No, listen, yes, Walton's more entertaining. Walton's more energetic. I'm more real. Steve Walton builds things. A fully empowered Walton is not a star system. Is not a star base you wish to come up against. All right, fully functional, fully powered. It's crazy to me. Yeah. I told the truth that at the end of the poison, the poison really came out. I told the truth and at the end. Sorry, I had to put my ego away. I had to put the ego switch. At the end, the poison really came out. They claim to be truth tellers, and as soon as they're sure as hell they don't like to hear it. No, they don't want to hear it. They don't. No. They don't like the truth. They like the illusion. They are a person who gets their ass handed to them, and then the moment they are allowed up off the ground, they say, I got sucker punched. The moment. Why they getting the ass beat? They're making up a different version of events. And every flying monkey or every co-signer is going to be there to reinforce the false narrative. This is what liars do. This is what they do. They don't want to hear the truth. They want their lies to be put out. They want to be able to speak their lies. That's all they want. Truth has nothing to do with their reality. The only time truth has to do with their reality is when they need to take a piece of truth and frame it in a certain way and present it as a false story. Look, I can prove all of this bullshit that I'm saying because of this text or this voicemail or this. Look how they're acting. Look what they're saying to me. They're not talking about the framework around that text or that voicemail. They're not talking about the manipulation, the abuse. They're not talking about the sex manipulation. They're not talking about anything that they've done around what that actual thing is. We see the news media do this all the time, especially if you're a Trump supporter. You've seen it everywhere. They will take the truth and frame it around a lie and whatever construct that they need. But I have a certain high ground here that I don't think I'm wrong about, and I'm pretty sure we all can agree on. If you are a man who beats a woman, you are a piece of shit. If you are a woman who stays with a man, says, I love you, defends a man, lies for a man who's regularly kicking the shit out of you, you are a slag. I don't think that's wrong. These things are wrong. Am I wrong? These things are wrong. This is not a healthy relationship. I've been hearing this for years. The very first time she came over from his house after getting hit because she caught him cheating, had sex with me all night, said, yeah, we're hooking up, and it went back to him that night. This is the whole cycle. They don't care about the truth. Listen, those things matter. The history of actions matters. You need to learn how to pay attention. Pay attention to a person's history of actions. That's why you got to control the Fifi switch, guys. It's a very big part of this. You got to control your feelings. Doesn't matter if you love them. Doesn't matter if you hate them. Doesn't matter how you feel about this one. Doesn't matter how you feel about that one. You got to shut that off. Allow your intuition to speak to you, your mind to generate ideas, your eyes to make observations, your ears to hear what they're hearing. And in order to do that, you have to shut your fifis off. You've got to really know you got to be stoic. You have to know how to look at things a certain way. And if you're dealing with narcs regularly, hell, pick up a couple traits, and understand and pick them up. Not that you enact them, but that you can recognize them. It doesn't take much to be deceptive through omission, is what I'm trying to say. When I'm sitting there with somebody who's saying, why can't people just tell the truth? And I know they're lying. I don't have to say because you're full of shit. Not that. They don't want the truth. They don't like the truth. They're going to fight against the truth. They're going to say the truth is a lie. They're going to anything. They don't care. Deborah says, having techno issues over here. I have no sound on my laptop. Oh, that's crazy. But you have sound on your phone? That's some crazy shit. Let me see if there's anything in the chat on this. Sorry. I'm looking at my phone too. You just reminded me I had my phone on. Just in case I had to mod. Let's see. CJH Entertainment says, it's because my narc knew about my history as a teen, where I had multiple run-ins with the police, and he knew how to use my PTSD to get it. Yeah, I get that. You got to get over that, G. You got to go, look, I've had lots of run-ins with the cops. Lots of them. I've been thrown on the ground by cops. I have run from cops. I have escaped from cops. I understand. Them lights ain't cool to see. But you've got to get over it. Yeah. That way it is not a weakness that can be used against you. It's a shame that they use that. Look, I understand the traumas that you have, the narcissist will discover and work to make them worse, to get their claws into it, to create triggers in your environment so that they know how to trigger you, so they can emotionally deregulate you. So they can, at a moment's notice, if you're holding them up for something, holding them accountable for something that they've done, that they don't have to own that shit. They can instantly turn on that switch to the trauma that they know you have, completely deflect it. That's why emotional control is so important. So important. And I am learning that the drama switch needs to be built. I am constructing that. Let's see. Fucking hell, so true. Yeah, dude, there's no reason for manipulation. There's no reason for it. Papa Cotton says, whoever who appeals to the law against his fellow man is either a fool or a coward. Whoever cannot take care of himself without that law is both. Bro.
It's good to be the king.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Bitch asses go to the cops. Handle your business. Handle it. If you can't handle it, I don't respect you. Let's see. You're only hitting on me to create drama. Amy? No, I'm serious. Come on over. No, I'm dead serious. Look at me. Hold on. Understand. My name is Steve Walton. I have 2 sons. I am an international author. I've built 2 YouTube channels. I do this because of a situation that I went through called narcissistic abuse. I learned, I grew, I became better, and I'm stronger than I've ever been. One thing I don't do is tell lies. I don't need to tell lies. I don't need to. Amy, I'll take you out. I'll take you out tonight. Not to create drama. Let's end drama. You've been on that side of the aisle for how long? Dealing with that shit for how long? Just like me. I don't want that person in my life. Come to the same conclusion. It's nothing but drama. You come be with a man. I am dead serious. We will have a good time. We will laugh about them clowns. We will talk about the situations we've had to endure. We will be there for one another. We will develop a friendship that will allow us to move past this horrible time in our lives. And if you are concerned at all, as you have expressed in the past about him being stalkish and threatening and controlling, you don't have to worry about that with me. You don't have to worry. All right. I'm from the street. My son is Army. My other son has handled himself in Lakeland, Florida, middle of the night. He got him. You have soldiers in this house. You don't have to worry about him. Come understand what real friendship is. Come understand what real love is. Come on. It's up to you. Don't need to live in this hell forever. Amy, I'm not trying to create drama. I'm trying to cut drama out and have a good time. Create healing. That's what I'm doing. That's what Dragonstorm does. DJ H said Jesse Milestone appeared again in the feed with a new guy, apparently. Hail Jeff sucks. What happened to those 2? Oh, well, no. I don't know about any of that. That's author Stephen Walton topic. I don't know what happened with them. They were together. They were very happy. I know Jesse Milestone is one of my inspirations. Because my first YouTube persona, my first YouTube channel, so to speak, was Jesse Milestone and Overlord DVD, Lord Doomcock. You know, like that's kind of the character the person that I was presenting. And I hope she's okay. Jeff Hicks is an amazing man, and whatever happened, I'm sure they're both strong, and I'm sure Jeff Hicks is going to be fine. He's a good dude. Friends with some of my closest friends. And my love to them both. It sucks. Yeah, I guess it sucks. But if they want to tell us what happened, they'll tell us what happened. If they want to address it publicly, they'll address it publicly. And if not, it's not my concern. I wish them both the best. Hail Jesse Milestone and Mindless Entertainment. Hail Jeff Hicks of World Class Bullshitters. Love you both. Sorry shit went down. I understand. I built a channel on it myself. Lodonis said, I'm from Florida. I wish I had known you when I was in Florida. I'm up in PA at the moment. I would have definitely hooked up with you. That's a cute face you got. That's a cute face you got, baby. Oh, excellent, Deborah. Thank God. Thank God. Thank you very much for sharing out the link. Thank you guys very much for hitting the like. Thank you for being here, whether you're a flying monkey or a comic skater coming to look for some drama. Whoever you are, I appreciate you being here. We are Dragonstorm. This is the best chat on YouTube. Clear that up. You're very welcome, Jeff. My love to you, brother. Any other questions, please let me know. If she turned to a narc scheme because of EVS, he's a top narc. Yeah, Ethan, yeah, he's the head of top of Comicsgate. Oh, narcs in training. Cheers. Oh, dude. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. CJ says, so many EVS flying monkeys in the Star Wars Theories chat during his interview with Eric July. Of course, because Eric, here's a perfect example. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about comic artist Pro Secrets and Young Rippa. All right. So comic artist Pro Secrets he's an openly admitted narcissist. He said in public, I'm a narcissist. And hot damn, is he a good one? Ethan is a good one. He's come at me with the smear campaigns. His flying monkeys come at me, but he's also coming at a guy now called Eric July, Young Ripper. Young Ripper has a comic book out called ISOM. It has been very successful. He has earned more money quicker, faster, and more than Ethan Van Sciver has on his campaigns. Ethan is a professional comic book artist who has been in the industry, worked with DC and Marvel. He's legit, okay? But he's also a narcissist. So all that evil has really hindered him. All the drama streams, all the bullshit, all the going after other people, destroying their reputations, sending flying monkeys, sending people to harass and dox, all that stuff. It's working against him. It's working against him to the point to where an up-and-comer, a new person telling a story, Young Ripper, has done much better than him. And now EVS's ego, his fragile ego, has been threatened. Someone has more success, more influence than me. I'm the comics guy. I'm the comics guy. I run Comicsgate. All these flying monkeys and all these people kissing my ass and all these people doing my dirt and doing my dirty work and smear campaigning, they belong to me because I'm the narcissist. I'm the top narcissist. That's what EVS is. Derek July is just a regular dude. He's just a regular black dude. And he don't understand. He don't understand he's dealing with people that are talking shit. And Eric July and I both have the same weaknesses when it comes to dealing with people who are full of shit. We need to tell our shit. No, that person's full of shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. No, that's not the truth. That's a lie. Eric and I both got that. I'm working on that Fifi. I work the Fifi switch. I got to work the drama switch. So he's been interacting with them. When you interact with Comicsgate, when you interact with them, you're feeding the narcissist negative fuel. You're feeding them the drama that they run their streams on, that they should get the attention to sell their books on. This is what Comicsgate does. It is a group of, it's a narcissistic coven. So now they're coming at this dude who's been successful, right, in every way, shape, and form, to the point to where legitimate criticisms of this book may not be getting really understood or heard, like legitimate, fair criticisms, because all the smear campaigners are involved in this huge smear campaign. The general said to attack this, so all the junior narcissists and all their channels are all now attacking Eric July. I went through this too, y'all, when I would have legit wanted to end my life. I don't think Eric is anywhere near where I was at my weakest time, but he's still going through it. Now, I pray for the man. I support Young Ripper. I support ISOM. I support Eric July. I haven't read the book. I'm not even interested in it, but I support these things because that is a person who is going through narcissistic abuse. Concentrated, group effort, flying monkeys, other narcissists, all of them, all attacking Eric July. That's what he's dealing with. So my Dragonstorm brothers and sisters, if you would, please, CJ, put a link to Young Ripper, Eric July's channels, whatever you have, ISOM, if you will, please put that in the chat. I beg y'all, I ask y'all, please, go support this man who is dealing with this professional, who is dealing with a smear campaign of unparalleled toxicity, drama, bullshit, and lies. Thank you for bringing that up, CJ, because that's important. I left a voicemail with my next Narcissist X and told him that he has till Friday to give me back my stuff, and if he doesn't give me that stuff, I'll be taking the cops about him. Talking to the cops. We'll do that then. Yeah. And then after that, listen, if he doesn't give it to you by next Friday, cut him off. Don't say another word, Deborah. Don't say another word. Don't say another word. Don't say another word. That is the greatest period on the end of a sentence that it doesn't exist, that you can possibly serve a narc. It's why they do it to you. It's why they ghost you, because they understand that feeling. Another thing that I found out about narcs is that what they are doing to you, is what they actually fear. They fear these things. These are the things that are broken in them. Pay attention to that, guys. I figured that out. Just go make, if you're ruminating, or whether you're going back through it, or whether you're looking at that file in your head, put that into consideration. They are projecting all the time. Okay. Wait. I'm sorry. Maybe I jumped a little too far ahead. About it within the college cop, the campus cops near my apartment, so I plan on walking over there. Yeah, do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Truth above all else. That's right. No cash, no gash. And no gash, no cash, Jeff. No gash, no cash. That's what happened this last time. Actually, that's what happens this last time. Because the vagina was not an available weapon to use to manipulate Steve. As we have already stated, one of my weaknesses is if you play with my weenus, you have my undivided attention. Yeah, you can have money. Yeah, what do you want? I don't care. That is me. That's how much. But it wasn't available this time. It was not in demand. And because of that, like, what does a female narcissist do? What does a covert? They rely on their ability to manipulate emotionally. And if you have control over your emotions and you have control over yourself, you can see every move happening as it unfolds. And look at things with duality, guys. Make decisions on duality. Look at things in 2 frames, 2 or more frames. There should be more than one reason why you do something. It's very important to understand. Speaking of aging, what's with all these Gen Z people looking like they're 30 and millennials look like vampires? I don't understand. I got millennials in my family. We all right. We all right. Some of the millennials are okay. All right. Some of us Gen Xers a lot of us are okay. And we're the toughest generation. We're the last of the tough generations, Gen X. Millennials got some tough ones in there. Like, I can't lie. And them 80s kids, come on, man. You can't be an 80s kid and not. You can't have survived the depressing 90s and not have some metal on you, you know? Unheard says, oh, what is this? I don't want this. What's going on with this? No, I don't want to set that up. Why does it pop up on my computer? Thank you. I think my person was streaming in their home while I was visiting. To who my mind is boggled. Please advise. I think my person was streaming in their home while I was visiting. Like streaming, like, do you mean like video chatting? Because when I hear streaming, I think live streaming, like what I'm doing right now. I think you mean like talking. I think you mean like ask to see it. Like, if you really want to know, ask to see it. Look, if you want to know a person is doing something wrong, ask to see their phone. If they have an issue with it, they're doing something wrong. Aside from someone being like so upset, because I've been like this. I've been so upset. It's like, are you serious? You need to check my shit? You don't believe my word? You know, I have been that upset. But I'll give them the phone. Okay, here. Because I'm not doing nothing wrong. That's what you do. If somebody's doing dirt, ask to see their phone. That's how you figure it out. All right. And prioritize your intuition. Sometimes, listen, if your emotions are unregulated, you're dealing with a lot of anxiety, and you're dealing with like bipolar kind of thing, you know, whether it's something that you have or something that's brought on. When you're dealing with those types of stresses, you are unable to think clearly. You're unable to see things clearly, and your flight mechanism gets triggered. So what you need to do is just calm yourself, observe, take the emotions out of it. Take your emotions out of it. Observe what is going on, and then trust your intuition. It will tell you. It will tell you if you're being lied to. You already know. The truth is, Unheard, you already know. You already know. You know what the truth is. You don't need to see the facts. You don't need to. You know it. You can feel it inside. Use your intuition. Use it. I have saved up evidence in emails and texts. I'm trying to get my stuff back. I also have evidence that he said he took my stuff from my ex, from his ex-wife, and his ex-wife's. Well, then you should expect this pattern, Deborah. This is already an established pattern. So he holds on to things as a measure of control. And the longer you want those things, the more control he has. So what you need to do is this. If you really want those things, if you really need those things, then yes, go about the legal system and get those things. If you absolutely have to. Do you have a brother? Do you have somebody like a dude, like a real man? Is there a real man in your sphere that will go to this dude's house, knock on the door, demand that shit, and if he does not give it, handle things on the street? Handle things later on the way they deserve to be handled? If you have that, do that. Absolutely. I don't care who they are. But if you really don't need them, cut them off. You don't need it. Cut them off. Because that's the power that he has over you. That's the power that worm is using. Your power is not giving a shit. Is either getting it back or not giving a shit. That's what you got to do. That's what slime bags. Like, I don't want anything to do with you, but I'm going to hold on to your stuff. What kind of a child? These narcissists are children. These narcissists are grown children. Oh, she gave it to him. Oh my, hold on. She gave it to him. She gave it to him. See, now, I didn't trust when he said that because he's a narcissist. He's a liar. He wouldn't know what the truth was if it fell down on him. I didn't trust that. But she gave it to him. How did she give it to him, Amy? How did that happen? Was she cheating on him? So she was sleeping with somebody who had gonorrhea and caught gonorrhea and gave him gonorrhea. Really? I mean, if that's the actual truth, that says a lot about a person's character, doesn't it? All right. Give it a shot. Yeah, thank you, Papa. Yeah, give it a shot. All right. All right. But you know, it's here, baby. I said I'm headed away from the area very soon for new opportunities. Well, good luck to you, sweetheart. Good luck. Get away from it. Devils, master devils, elementary school devils, and mannequins, monkeys and a devil rattle. Yeah. Yeah. I threw it out there though, Papa. You know I love them BPDs, baby. Let's see. Better stick to trees. I'm not sticking to anything. I'm actually not. I haven't had sex. Let's see. Well. Come on now. Let's keep it real. Who do you keep running back to? Who did I keep letting come back? Let's be real with ourselves, sweetheart. We'd be a perfect union. Yeah, you know what? They call me a dendrophiliac over there on the author Stephen Walton channel and yeah. Apparently I have sex with trees. I put coffee enemas up my ass. This is what these bastards do to me over there. You believe that? That's not me. Nothing goes up my ass. Deep lore? Yeah, the deep lore, yes. It is the deep lore. Walton's been a YouTuber for 4 years now. So I know a lot of different people. You guys are the audience that worked. You guys are the chats that worked. You're the people that helped to bring me to success, you know? And I'm so greatly appreciative of that. And it had to happen because I was going through a terrible situation. But I got to create a community of people who can support one another here. And I'm happy for that. I'm happy for all of us. I like how we interact. I like how you guys support one another. I like all the ideas and all the different perspectives that come out of chat. Listen, if a person on a post, on one of my community posts 2 weeks ago, didn't put up when I came at him with one of his texts defending himself for beating up this woman. If I did not have someone in that comment section say, maybe you like drama, I may not have come to that epiphany. I may not. And I swear to God, I didn't understand. I didn't know that. I know Papa Cobb right there going, yeah. I know every person that knows me is probably going, oh, yeah, Steve, we knew that. You understand? I understand. I didn't understand. I didn't want to admit it. I didn't want to admit that to myself. But yes, I do like a bit of drama. And now that I understand that, gives me the ability to reflect, to integrate that knowledge, and give me new opportunities because I'm going to be able to decide, understand my impulse. Am I saying this because this person needs to hear this? Or am I saying this and doing this because I need drama? That is the whole, that's going to be a whole new sector. Just like controlling my feelings became an entire difference. Opened up different avenues and perspectives and abilities that I didn't have before. And honestly, not having sex for the time that I have not, which has been a while, has helped me to gain clarity because I'm not exchanging energy with anybody. I'm just, this is me. I'm getting to myself from the root to the crown. I am restructuring and reordering and becoming another person, becoming a better person. Yes. Coffee enemas. I do not put coffee up my ass. For those of you out there, that does not happen. I think it's disgusting. I didn't understand why it was a thing. And dendrophilia, I don't even understand where the tree effort thing came from. Listen, just because I knew the word. I had to tell him about the shit candle. Oh, God. fuck my life. That is the one funny fucking thing that ever happened. Tommy ever did. That was great. I used to have a friend named Tom before he stabbed me in the back and stole a bunch of my stuff and then acted like he was my friend for a while longer and then made a smear network and a whole bunch of nasty shit. But before he revealed himself to be a lying, deceitful, manipulative, toxic piece of mangina, he had made me a candle. And it was a shit scented candle when the whole coffee enema thing was going on. And I lit it during a stream and it was awful. It was terrible. That was funny as shit. I will give it to Tommy. That was about one of the funniest damn things. It's Papa. Sometimes I miss Tom. Sometimes I miss Tommy, but you can't do what he did to me. There's no excuses for what he did to me. And I tried to approach the man like 4 times and just say, yo, what's the problem? What's going on? Why am I getting these feelings? Why are you acting this way? And he was just being a complete piece of shit to me. And I damn well noticed during that time how certain people that were my friends that I had helped to build for years, that I'd helped to sell their books, I did recognize that those people were just sitting around laughing while all that was going on. So they knew. And it's a shame to figure out that one of your closest friends, someone you love a lot, is actually a toxic piece of shit. And that your other friends have been turned into flying monkeys. It's terrible. But we learn and we grow. Okay, here we go. No more Fifi. But for the record, she is the home-wrecking whore here. No matter what she says, she interfered in our relationship, not the other way around. I can believe that. I can believe that. I can believe that, Amy. I can. She's addicted to going back to that drama over and over again. She fights to keep it in her life. Let me tell you this from our side, from my side of the friend zones. From my side of the playing field. Her friends are so sick of it. Her friends, they're tired of it. They don't want to talk to her. They don't want to go pick her up at 3 a.m. because Bill's, she's running out of the house half naked with her kid. Because whatever she did, whatever he did, that's what's going on. They are tired of her coming back around and complaining about him, talking trash about him, about their sexual habits, about him cheating, about him hitting, about everything that, listen, this is the thing, everything he says that I do, or everything he says, she says that I do, all right, is what she says about what you do. And and it's like all these projections going on at the same time. And nobody gets it. And her friends up here are tired of hearing it. They're all tired of it. They're all like, yo, she just keeps going back. She's a moron. We've all heard it. There was a celebration, Amy. I understand, like, you're on the other side of this and he's whatever to you. I understand this. But there was a celebration that took place amongst all of the friends on this side when I beat him up out front. There was a celebration took place between all of us because we're just like, we're sick of it. We're sick of this happening. What's crazy is that Steve Walton's the one who did it, right? I'm the little guy. I was the small one. There are killers in the friend zones over here. There are legit, will ride up to your street and take you out. People over here on this side of the friend circles, okay? And Steve Walton had to do it. I am not that. You know what I mean? It's been insane. Listen, whatever you're being told is exactly what I've been told on the other side. And all of what she tells me, what he does, you know what I mean? Like all of it. All right? It's so much bullshit. Amy, we're better than this. You know we're better than this. You know we're better than this. This ain't for drama. This is, it'd be justice. It'd be poetic justice, baby. Look, it's all drama. So I mean, if you're going to go someplace and start a new life, congratulations, go for it. I'm behind you, Willow. Make it happen. That's what I'm doing. That's kind of what I'm doing over here. So I'm done with it. I don't care. Like, let him have her and let her have him. Let them have each other. They're going to cheat and spread STDs and beat one another and make excuses and smear campaigns and all that. That's what they're going to do. That's all they're going to do. Let them do it. Let them do it, baby girl. If you can't handle it, use the baseball bat. If you need to. Thank you very much, Deborah. Guys, support Immortal Coil. That is my brother over there. He stood up against the smear campaigns, the flying monkeys, the other toxic people who were smearing my name for years now because of all this bullshit. All this bullshit. And that my brother, he stood with me, just like Sporking News Podcast. Please share a link out for Sporking if you would at some point, Deborah. Greatly appreciate you. She's loud and obnoxious because she's from Philly. I love Jessie Milestone. I understand her language. I love it. I love Milestone. That's it. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was doing tarot the other night. If you guys are interested in that, look, I might be doing tarot. I might make tarot a thing. Let's see. Oh my fucking God. Yeah, listen. All right. One of the people that are talking trash is my brother, Trans Fatty Black Angus. Check him out if you want to hear the other side of the ice something. Comicsgate. Hashtag Comicsgate. It was started by people who were independents who are being smeared by far left progressives in the actual industry. You know, comics went bad. Did you guys notice that comics got really, really bad in the last 10 years? Well, that's because there are progressives up there who don't know their pronouns or their genders, making these books and prioritizing their fifis and their need to wear a dress over making decent stories. And if you don't like it, you're a bigot. So Comicsgate was started. And it was legit at first. It really was. And also on the same 6 months later, the Phantom Menace came along. Maybe 6 months, a little bit more. Again, another backlash against, like far left extremist progressives using entertainment as a platform to expound, garbage and hate rhetoric. Anyway, so Comicsgate in its infancy was good. It was people who were sharing and helping each other to promote independent comic book campaigns from people who may not have gotten into the industry because they don't vote the right way. They don't pray the right way. They don't think, you know what I mean? Like the most obnoxious fascist shit from people who claim to be anti-fascists. And so they created that. Well, it was absconded. It kind of was generated. Ethan has ability. Ethan Van Sciver has ability. He has talent. Ethan Van Sciver is a charismatic person. He can draw a crowd. He understands how to play a crowd. He understands, if you like drama, he's I guess it's exciting for that. It's just he's a grandiose narcissist, and I can't handle that shit. But his criticisms of any comic, I would say may be valid. I can't say it's completely valid because sometimes he's doing things because of his ego. But if he is being impartial, he is a person who can register talent and ability. Absolutely. But he's also a narcissist who has a whole, like I said, a pyramid scheme of narcissists underneath him. And everybody's trying to kiss the ring. And if you are not trying to kiss the ring and you are targeted or told, you are told to kiss the ring and you do not, or you go up against the ring itself, then he's going to send his flying monkeys and smear campaigners and hate streams and drama streams and junior narcissists and doxers and let's investigate this guy and figure out what triggers him. Let's investigate him and see how we can frame anything that's happened in his past to be in a certain light so that we can make him look like a bad person. That's what these people do. And I don't support that. I am anti-Comicsgate. Absolutely. Anti-Comicsgate. But in its infancy, it was a great idea. But we know what also came from it, just like the Phantom Menace after that was over, was that you have channels out there who are helping to network and promote indie comics that are not Comicsgate, that are just comic creators. And so, or independent comic creators. So that's still a beautiful thing. Like, it's still out there. It's going to take certain leaders, and I hope that I am one of them as I move forward. It's going to take certain leaders in our communities to pull the good to the forefront. To expose the toxic ones for who they are, and treat them as such, and pull and work and network and do things for the good of one another. We rise together the way that it should have always been. Says, I don't link rip. No, but it's going back on. It's whatever. No, you know what you're going to do, Papa? You absolutely fucking are. Please do that. If you could throw a bunch of stuff, if you could throw Angus in there and talk a bunch of, you can do that for me. You can show me that you can be impartial. Please I'm not even gonna say, please, brother, you're gonna do it. Please just give me a link to Young Ripper's channel. Because that's kind of one-sided. Prove your mettle. I don't know, maybe. A few hours after the whole incident at your house, I went to him after work. Told him she set him, so she set him up, and I was over it. That's crazy. So I actually thought she was at his house that night. You were at his house that night. And you're absolutely right, Amy. He did set him up. You are not wrong in that observation. He's the one that came. He made the choice to come to my house. But she absolutely she set me up. She orchestrated that whole thing. You don't come over here live streaming on your phone on the ride over and say, yo, I'm going to be over here at Walton's for the whole world to see. So he must have been ignoring her, because that's the only reason she would have done something like that. He was ignoring her. Wow. You see how the pieces fall together, all the pieces come together. You can talk to me anytime, by the way, Amy. Like, understand, like, honestly, look, you can hate her all day long. I don't give a shit. And I'll listen to what, you have to say. And I will not be unjust. I won't use severe profanity or I won't talk down other than the facts of the matter. I promise I won't do that to respect you. But you're welcome to talk to me anytime if you need to commiserate. If we need to compare notes, that's fun. All right. You live your life. I'm living my life. You're living, I'm making decisions. You're making decisions. My decision at this point is to confront the smear campaign that was ran, the other day. I'll talk about the lies and the smears and the flying monkeys and just get it out of my way, pass it and move on. I got a lot better things going on in this channel and a lot better topics to talk about. That's great. Yeah. We will just we just have to leave it alone, babe. You just got to leave it alone. So the truth of the matter is this, Amy, right? No matter who's playing who, no matter who's working, no matter who's doing what, this is the truth of the situation. We have people here that continue drama, right? We have people here that, whether they are pursuing it or accepting it, are perpetuating drama, are perpetuating this toxic negative cycle, which has now led into venereal diseases. We have gone past stealing money. We have gone past stealing things. We've gone past breaking windows, slashing people's tires. We've gone past physical abuse, getting the shit beat out of you, stalking. We're past all that now. We're past all that, right? And we are now at the point of trying to set up physical confrontations to satisfy whatever need you have for drama. Amy, I was sitting at home, baby. I was just sitting at home, babe. And got a phone call from a crazy bitch going, I'm coming over. I'm going to stream. I figured my shit out. I'm going to own my shit. You're my friend. And if my man can't handle that, he's not my man. And by the way, he's going to be coming over and you're going to get into a fight. That was my night. How I'm the problem here? I don't understand. How I'm the issue? I don't understand. No, there's no brass knuckles, no baseball bats. Were there guns there? Absolutely they were. I live in the fucking hood. Yeah. But that had no bearing whatsoever on that event being made to take place or taking place. Got video evidence. Got testimonies from people on the street. The whole block saw what happened. I'm not scared of telling the truth. The truth is known. Honey, you got to go into another space, babe. You're better than this. You're smarter than this. You're a witch. For God's sakes, you're a daughter of the goddess. What are we putting up with? What are we putting up with? Tell you what, I know I was being a little saucy earlier, but I'll tell you this. You want to go, have a drink sometime and talk about this. You want to meet up, not as a date, not as friends, not just two people meeting up to go have a meal and discuss and compare notes. This trauma circle that we have had to be been subjected to. You are welcome. You are welcome to come. I invite you. It has nothing to do with trying to bang you. All right? No, sorry, I was being so boisterous earlier. You seriously want to? Yeah. He stole stuff out of spite. Yeah, and it's also a thing of control. It's also controlling someone. Yeah, that's how you know from his history that this is what he does. He takes women's things and then holds them hostage so that they have to come back. Or I don't know what he's doing to it. He's a male narc, Deborah. He's a male. If you left a purse there, he's had his dick in it. He's a male narc. Male narcissists are deviants, all right? Every sock in his house, crusty, especially if they're yours or another woman's. This is what we're talking about. Lord knows what he's put up his ass. What is it with male narcissists and putting things up their ass? I don't understand. I don't get it. Dudes, stop putting things in your ass. Says, I did get a bread maker out of it. Well, there you go. There you go. Glad you. Yes, a toddler in an adult body. A toddler stalking up and walking up and down the street, unable to regulate themselves, throwing rocks. Oh, Jesus. We'll talk about that. Because I got a full-on video of him stepping out, whipping her ass. I had that. We'll talk. We'll discuss. Yeah, I'm ready this time. But you shouldn't have to. It shouldn't have to get to that point. I shouldn't have to release these things. I shouldn't have to put these things out. I shouldn't have to. I don't want to. The only person who's going to do that is them. You're going to make me do it. That's the only way it's going to happen. Maybe it's time to shut up. Thank you very much, guys. Please support Sporking News Podcast. Thank you to the 99 people from the Dragonstorm community who went over and subscribed to Sporky News Podcast, a brother who supported me through when I was going through my smear campaigns, my lowest lows, never left my side, never abandoned me. And in fact, I'm still on YouTube because this man invited me back. He was the only one who said, Steve, come on this stream. Well, Zach wanted me to come on too, but not only did he invite me up on a stream, this man put me in charge for a short time of his Wednesday show while I could do it. And so for about almost a year, about 8 months, I did a Wednesday show for him on his channel with a panel because he didn't care about the smear campaigns of the Comicsgaters and the toxic people were saying about me. He didn't care who told him, don't stream with Walton, that'll nuke your channel. Don't stream. There are guys, I'm not lying. There are people out there who are like, don't stream with Steve Walton. People won't like that. You'll get destroyed. They're out there. This man did not leave my side. This man is as real as it gets. I love Scotty. Please support him. Help his channel, support his family by subscribing to Sporking News Podcast. Let's see. Oh, Zombie Box Reviews in the house. What's up, man? I've talked a lot today. I gotta get off soon because I'm getting parched. There you go. Papa did it. Papa, I love you. You did it. You had to talk some shit. You had to talk shit, but I expect that. But you did it. Thank you. That's my man. That's my man right there. Says Walton, you have a great hat, bro. Is that my? Oh, thanks. This is Indiana Jones. My dad gave me this to me. This is an Indiana Jones hat. Yep. So thanks, man. I appreciate that. Papa, me, my man. Let's see. That is a link to Young Ripa if you're interested in Eric July. He is a how would I put this? He's he's like, I'm not gonna say he's right or left. He's libertarian. He's a libertarian man. He did some work on he's done some work with Ben Shapiro's thing. He was like, he does shows and stuff on that. So I mean, if you're into that, if you're into like conservative commentary, conservative news, that type of stuff, that's what he does. He also talks about entertainments. He's also a fucking rock star and a comic book creator. Wall delivered the death blow, but he took it like a champ. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else I want to talk about? Hide your gerbils, Jeff. Hide your gerbils. I don't understand. That's who's felching out there. Those are the felchers. Those narcissist men. Dresses in their closet. got a tube and a gerbil. Ugh, I don't understand. Stop putting things in your ass. Let's see. Scott is a good friend. He's a great friend. And yeah, support Immortal Coil and watch his videos. Trying to get him monetized. Mortal Coil needs less than 1,000 more watch hours now. If you can go watch a live stream, shit, if you just put it on and like while you're doing something else, seriously, please help him. Subscribe to him if you haven't. We do a show together, Savage Spirituality, on Saturday nights. We do a show on Sunday nights here, The Sage and the Savage. He's a great dude. He's one of us. He's a survivor and a thriver. He is a person who has been through it and strives to be a good person in his heart, his mind, his spirit, his connection to God. He's a good man. Please support my brother. We're rebuilding this thing. We're rebuilding Rogue. And we're going to do it here at Dragonstorm. Yeah, so this is what it is. It's been about the 2-hour mark, and I think I've said enough, and the chat's kind of slowed down. So I would like to say, in closing, if you are a person who's dealing with a smear campaign, man, my heart goes out to you. My heart goes out to you. You're dealing with liars, dealing with people who project, people who can't handle their own fifis, emotionally unregulated, will not live in the real world, will devise any frame of lie around the truth they possibly can in order to escape responsibility, accountability, or frame things in the way that they want. Now, I didn't go over my head. It's just that you named somebody, so I couldn't go into it. And they're going to do whatever they possibly can to protect that line, to protect their framework of events, and that is what it is. I tell you this, you're a strong person for going through something like that. And tell the truth when you need to. Truth above all else. Speak the fucking truth. And sometimes you hold back information because it's not necessary. It's not necessary to say. And, if a person keeps pressing with their lies, then you need to tell more and more of the truth. And that's just kind of where we're at this point. I had to say it. I had to say the truth. I had to give my point out there. Understand, did I even spend much time on the flying monkeys? No. Because they're just toxic people who want to continue drama. They're all going to be in the clapping. You go, girl. You go. You tell those lies. You give us some more drama. We know you've told us 100 times you wouldn't go see him, but we know you keep going back and you keep giving him the they understand. They understand. They don't care. They're not there for that person's emotional health. They're not there to support that person in any other way than to perpetuate drama, perpetuate lies and bullshit. So there's really no point in even dealing with them. You're dealing with toxic people. You cut them out, man. Cut them out. And as Papa Cotton says, if you're dealing with shit people, do not expect them not to do shit things. All right. So if you let a shitty person back into your life, do not be surprised when they perform a shitty action. It is what it is. Take ownership of that. I do not hate anyone in this situation. All right. I don't. I forgive most of it. I don't care. I have other things to do, other things to build. My life is about to take off again. And this time as it's taking off, no one that is not standing with me, has not proven themselves time and again through action, is going to come with me. None of them. None of you. None of what you say matters. None of what you do matters. It's going to be everybody that I know is in alignment with my purpose. And right now, my purpose is success, prosperity, and getting the jobs done. I love y'all. I love y'all. We're gonna cut it out. I am author Stephen Walton, the Fandom Menace historian, your historian, born in the chats of the High Council with my brothers and sisters fighting for our modern mythologies. Wash your hands, wash your ass, be good to each other, yet suffer no fools. And if you ain't learned, you're gonna get burned.
Remember this day, man, for it will be yours for all time.
We have shown them that a trembling hand can become a fist. We have challenged the idea that a slave must always know his place, accepting rod and lash because he was taught to accept it. We built their mighty republic with our hands and our blood and our lives. And we can see it fall at equal cost. You opened my eyes to this, Spartacus.